Season 4 of my Torquay United Football Manager FM. We're in League One. Joint highest Torquay have ever been in their history, and we usually haven't ended up being in there very long. But we've got a great young team. A lot of it still comes from that first sort of season. End of that first season, we signed all those youngsters, and this grown on us, added players to it as we've gone along. So let's look at the transfer business. I haven't done loads of deals, mainly because the FFP stuff where with like my wage rise, I was only allowed to sign like 10 or 12k more players. But if I'm honest, I'm not fussed. I'm either going to settle in League One for a few years and hopefully build for the Championship. All that momentum sort of pushes us near the top of League One. The main thing is we stay up, but it's gone well because I feel like I've done some really solid business. First signing, which I'm going to about, Jack Day. He's come from the Chelsea Youth Academy. I've signed him. And he just looks like he's got so much potential. Looks like he could improve a lot. I mean, that only means Championship or even Premier League one day. But he's got really good dribbling, can play on the left wing. And I mean, that's the sort of sign I'm after. If I can just pick away at those signs, not a big wage either. That was a problem for me when I went up to League One. I was starting to get like super like wage demand. So I just kind of kept the players I had and go from there. So that's the first signing, which I'm going to keep with. I then signed, he's probably going, yeah, he has gone back out on loan. He was just through Newcastle's academy. Again, it's all this B team idea where I put them out, I loan them out, and they're either good enough or I sell them on. Then I've got Gareth Williams in, same thing really. Going to loan him out for a few years, hopefully he'll become good. He's gone on loan to Fleetwood. And then going into the season, I've got Leighton Stewart, who sadly has got a bit of an annoying injury at the start of the season, but he is working with all my strikers. I'm still going to stick to 4-2-4. If I start to feel outplayed, I will go to 4-3-3. But that might be a Championship thing if I ever get there. And then Jack Kingdon, I seem to sign him on every FM. He's more for a B team. I've had him before, and he literally played in, like, I think might have been last his FM. He played in the Premier League for me. He was a lot better in that one. Doesn't look like he's going to reach those heights in this one, but again, I've loaned him out. Just young players going out on loan. So I have Jacob Slater, love Wonder Horse, great band. They are. He's left back again. He's gone out on loan to Wigan in League Two. He can really become good. Charlie Good, he is good. Experienced defender. Felt like I needed a bit of experience in the team. And he played well once in the Championship in 2 years, but he's been around the block quite a lot. So good first team centre back. Marios, yeah, he came through. Yeah, no, I signed him from Middlesbrough again, B team loan. Same with him. I don't think he's going to make it, to be honest. And then I've got him, another one signed from Wigan's Academy. Another one signed him from Liverpool's Academy. He's gone out on loan. This is a good bit of business. He's a very good player, Riley Tower, through Bristol City. I think he's doing really well at Portsmouth from what I've worked out, from what I've seen here and there in real life. But I signed him on a free, as he just didn't play the Championship for him. He'd be a good squad option. Could play left back as well. Number one keeper, signed him to sort of be with my keeper I've had the last few years. So I'm from Gateshead actually, but he's done really well there. And again, he's a keeper I always seem to just sign on FM. I don't really know why, but he's half decent. Nathan Ferguson, I've paid quite a big wage for him. Obviously, again, to someone who was really promising at West Bromwich Palace, and then I've signed him after he'd done all right in the national. Again, he's playing in the National League in the last one. He got relegated with Cheltenham, I think, but good League One player in right back on 1 year deal. But why not? Now I got a affiliate, and I did get another one a bit later down the line. But this is one of them. Luke Fletcher on loan. He scored 10 goals in League Two, and I'm hoping that if I can get another one, then it's going to just carry me. And then I signed Joe Williams on a free, very good experienced player from Bristol City. He's sort of, well, he's not the one in the Championship. That's why we're in League. We're in League One. So those are the players that come in. Very solid business. I've made 1.7 million in transfer. See if I sold any near the end. So I sold, Akinola, very good player, but he just didn't play because I had such a good sort of team, basically. Sold him for about just over 100k overall. And then these are just loans. These are the lads, both gone out on loans to Eastleigh through my academy. Maldini went last season. I don't know if I included that in the video. I think they hit a release clause, which is a shame. But I got him on a free. I sold him for 245k. We carry on. So the players that went, Harry Lee went on a free. Again, it's just these are the sort of players that never really sort of the B team players that just didn't quite do it. Joe Knight went, again, just didn't play him nowhere near enough that he wanted to. And these are all sort of players that have, say, gone out on loan. Finley Krask went out on loan. He hasn't really played. This is the big one. Dion Rankin went. Now, it was really good for me eventually, but when you have a 1.5 million bid in League One. That meant I could sign a lot of these players like Joe Williams and Nathan Ferguson. So that I put straight back into what I could into the wage bill. But yeah, that was great business. And I signed him on a free literally not even a year ago as well. So that's just confirmation of my loans that have gone out. This is what the squad looks like. So yeah, I've got Brandon Austin being goal, Nathan Ferguson. It's a really decent team. Lewis Brown obviously been with me for a lot of years now. Zach Sturge is a left back. He done really well last season. Tom Knowles, Jack Day, I'm really excited about him. So we've got Admiral Musquet. Jarvis is going to be an option for sure. So this might be where he sort of runs out of steam a little bit. Same with players like Dixon Bonner, but we'll see. They've been incredible. It's quite a small squad, but I'm just going to go for it. And I might bulk a couple of loans as we go. So let's see how it goes. If my memory serves me correctly, this was exactly the same result as the first game of the season when Torquay were last in League One in 04-05. I am starting with Brandon Austin in goal. If he doesn't do quite well, we'll put Tarrell back in sticks. We had a great League Cup game. We beat Middlesbrough after drawing 3-3. Luca Fletcher, my loanee, he's going to be good. There's your spoiler. Aaron Jarvis scoring for winning on penalties. We then played at home to Plymouth. Unfortunately, despite us having a lot of the chances, we did lose 1-0 at home to Plymouth. Despite the fact that we're down to 10 men, as just because Mike Cooper, really. Mike Cooper had one over game, saved the penalty from Raheem Harper. Really frustrating, but we can take a lot from it. We can take a lot from it. Just get points on the board, get away from relegation. But there's just no pressure on us this year. And then in the very next game, we went to Stoke, relegated from the Championship. And, well, went 1-0 up, Luca Fletcher in the 30th minute on loan from Man City, part of my affiliate with him. Obviously, affiliates aren't as overpowered as they used to be, but it's still good to get there here and there. And Aaron Jarvis, who's just, what a legend, does that in the 52nd minute to go 2-0 up, and it got even better. 71st minute, Ferguson bombing forward from right back. Jack Day kind of won it, and then just, I don't even know what sort of power header that was by Fletcher at 3-0. And if you thought that Stoke fans were even more miserable, well, Jack Day got the ball, found Fletcher for his hat-trick, and we won 4-0 at Stoke. That's 4 points from the first 3 games. And it got even better with a 2-0 win against Wrexham with Luca Fletcher again. Yeah, just they're going to be carrying him and Jarvis up front. It's not much strength and depth in the squad, but wow, it's going places. We then lost some penalties to Wolves after beating Middlesbrough in penalties. In the first round, we lost to Wolves, who knocked us out of the FA Cup, I think it was it last season. Again, Fletcher, Jarvis scoring to put us in a 2-0 lead, but eventually got us back to 2-2. 7th in League One. 7 points, 4 games, and well, Luca Fletcher, that's all I need to say. I really kind of feel that this guy is going to take me places. It's going to be a good season. I don't feel like we're going to be relegation danger, and if we can just keep pushing it, that would be fantastic. 2-0 win at Stevenage, Luca Fletcher scoring again, and then a 2-0 win in the Bristol Street Motors Paint, whatever it's called these days, where I heavily rotated against Southend. Nice to see them back in the Football League. 4-1 win against Carlisle. Luca Fletcher scored. I also made a very good sign, and as you can see on the bench, Rob Leach, an even better looking on paper loanee from Man City. So I've got 2 very good strikers which could carry me. Well, wherever we're going to go in League One. Signed Tony Spriggett. As soon as I see his name, I just think of in between. And what a signing he is, because he's sort of a player, he hadn't found a club, and I got him right at the end of January. What a team we're actually getting. Good League One player. We've actually got a really solid League One team. And with those Championship strikers and Jarvis and Musgrave behind them, who knows? Who knows where we're going to go? My recruitment is superb, and a car alarm's going off. But I love it in a neighbourhood when a car alarm or whatever alarm goes off and all the neighbours go, is that my car? Is that my car? Whose car is it? Bloody disturbing me Sunday. Right, anyway, 3-2 win against Oxford. Luca Fletcher hat-trick. I mean, look at it, an absolute 10. Jarvis, Rob Leach getting an 8.2 as well. And I've also got Matthew Hope. I hope he scores some goals. Are we actually going to get promoted back to back to the Championship? I mean, that would finish us off, surely. But the club's looking good. Everything's looking good. I've got a good team going forward. I've only got £3,000 left on the wage staff, but this is the team. Obviously, like players like Lapsley, they've still got great stats, and Jarvis, they're 2-star now. So I don't just look at stars, even though I literally always just look at stars. Always got Charlie Sawyers in as well. He came in a free to be a backup left back. But yeah, obviously some players are going to start to get unhappy, like Musgrave and Jarvis, I fear. The winning run came to an end after 1-0 defeat at Stockport, which was frustrating, but it happens. Beat Charlton 3-1 though again. Luca Fletcher scoring. Teams looking very good. Even like Steb Ferdinand still getting games. Tom Lapsley just 7.5. Tony Spriggett coming into it now. We did annoyingly lose 3-2 at home to Derby. Even Matthew Hope scoring. Rob Leach. So, as I can say, I'm just trying to balance all these players at the moment. That was a frustrating feat. Brandon Austin's just not done well, and I think I dropped him after this game. I'm down to 8th place. There's absolutely no disgrace in that. Stoke, even though we beat them 4-0, they've literally won every other game apart from one where they drew. Plymouth in 4th, which, if you look at the results, we lost to Plymouth, we lost to Derby. I mean, no disgrace in these games. But if you look at this, I mean, these are the clubs we're with now. I mean, it's mad. 8th place would be an amazing finish. But I just feel like with like the attacking talent that we have, like we really could do something still. So promising signs. We got back to it though. 5-2 win at Wimbledon. Rob Leach scoring, Joe Williams scoring. Centre back, he scores a lot. 2-0 win at Notts County. Fletcher, Rob Leach, both of them starting this time together. Both on loan from Man City. And what players? Just what a team. What a team. 2-1 defeat at Crewe was disappointing, especially when we held the lead. Charlie Good scoring again. A 3-0 win at home to Colchester. And then a 3-1 defeat at Reading. Again, to be expected though, isn't it? We're playing these big teams.